I want you to give a big, big welcome for Nurianne Helder, please.
Thank you, Arnold. Back in 2006, that's more or less 13 years ago, I was introduced to one of the love of my life. No, it's not a person. I was way too young back then. It's volunteering. I actually truly love volunteering ever since I was 12, starting Colegio Urbano, which we consider a high school in Aruba. I joined a charity club or a social club called Key Club International, also Circle K International. Up until my college years, I was pretty active, really active. Anywhere you'd ask me, I would be there. You know, collecting money for the cancer awareness campaigns, hearing deficiency foundations, I was there. Any project you'd ask me, I would go. No doubt. No thinking, no second guessing. I was definitely living to study, being with my family and volunteering. You know, I felt alive. I felt that that was one of the most important parts of my life. Every time a child would tell me, you know, this was an awesome day, or please do this again next week, that filled my heart with so much joy, and it still does. Everything was going great. Studies, life, family, the balance. But, you know, I thought I was in control. I felt everything was under control. It was perfect. Until this one day, a Friday like today, 12th of June, 2015, 7 a.m. in the morning, I remember perfectly. My body lost control. It gave up on me. I felt I was lost. I felt I was slowly dying. Not only on the inside, but literally, I was dying. On that day, I remember for 4 months, I was thinking about how I was constantly not sleeping at night, waking up 8 to 9 times to urinate, drinking more than 3 liters of water a day, not eating, lost 12 kilos in a few months. I was having 8 to 10 leg cramps a night, which did not let me sleep, and of course, the stomach burn. On that day, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I was diagnosed with diabetes type 1. So who doesn't know what diabetes is? Everybody reacts, right? So diabetes actually is what we call hyperglycemia, when your blood sugars are high. So in Papiamento, we say suku alto, right? Actually, around the world, 1 in 11 people has diabetes, which is 425 million people. Half of them don't know they're diabetic. So 1 in 2 are undiagnosed. They don't know the symptoms. They have no idea. So just so we have an idea, more or less, by how many people there are here and statistics, I could say possibly Roy, Rona, Marisol, Minister, with all due respect, Arnold, maybe one more person are diabetic, and half of them don't know. In my case, I'm a diabetic type 1, which means that my pancreas is absolutely lazy. It doesn't produce any insulin. And in other cases, people with diabetes type 2, they don't produce enough of it, or they just don't absorb it well, for many reasons. So that's more or less what you think. You could actually imagine what diabetes is. That's high blood sugar. It builds up in your bloodstream, and then you might have complications after years like kidney failure, heart failure, cardiovascular disease, even blindness. It's a lot, you know, to just digest at one moment in your life. I see you're shocked, and I see my mom in the back there, she's about to cry. Again, every time I tell this story, it's still shocking, and it's real, people, it's real. But actually what I do now, I'm passionate about teaching, educating people, motivating people to check their health, you know, to actually reconsider their lifestyle, and especially about diabetes, because diabetes is not an easy thing. It's a self-management project. Trust me, it's an everyday thing. I work with the National Diabetes Federation, which is FDA. I'm a current trainee of the International Diabetes Federation. You can see my blue circle pin right here next to my heart. And I absolutely love it. And honestly, there's two things I thought I had control over as well, you know, because I had control over everything. One, I was not gonna teach. I don't like teaching. I see my mom correcting the whole time. I'm not gonna teach ever in my life. Oh my God, no. You understand. Secondly, this is very serious. I'm never gonna be diabetic. My grandmother was a diabetic type 2. My mom's cousin is also a diabetic type 1. So it runs in the family. So I thought, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to exercise, do anything I have to do. Just con tal, I don't become a diabetic. And boom, I'm diabetic. So can you imagine two things? Teaching as a profession and being diabetic. But I believe two things happened for a reason and for a good cause. So I actually work every day to do research and to learn how I can better and help other people better their lives, to manage their condition. Because, you know, I'm a full-time diabetic as well. And I know that I learned this the hard way. I was overdoing it. I was doing too much. I was actually playing around too much with my health, and I was jeopardizing my life. And that's not something you want to do. And you know, this situation was chaotic in my life. It was crazy, and I don't want to go back to the 12th of June of 2015, when I thought I was going to die, and it was something like, we hope she makes the night. I don't want to be there anymore. This is such a beautiful destination in my life, and it came out of a chaotic situation. But still, I'm happy. You know why? Can you guess? I'm alive. I'm alive. That's what matters. And there's one thing I want you to remember today. Having control over situations, it's not an ability. I consider it luck, maybe even a blessing. And your health, everybody, it's a blessing. So please don't play it by luck. Instead, protect it and appreciate it. Thank you for your attention.